Hi guys, Mady Gomez here. You know, news never sleeps. So we were on a news story. We were moved to a different one. This one involving 5 vehicles. It was a 5-vehicle crash on the eastbound on Business 80, just south of Fulton Avenue. That's currently where I'm at. Let me turn this around and show you. At this point, you're just looking at slow traffic. The lanes are open. You still see some CHP patrol vehicles here. I'm going to talk to one of the officers so he can tell us a little bit more as to what happened. You can see there was a big rig that was just here. It was just moved by the tow truck, another tow truck that just moved it a few minutes ago. So right now, this is what you're looking at. It's just a lot of traffic, and it looks like there's just another small crash that happened right over there. But let me bring in CHP Officer Mike Pantaleo. Did I say it correctly?
Yes.
All right. So people want to know what happened earlier. We know it was a 5-vehicle collision. Can you tell us more?
The collision all started just because obviously the speeds here during rush hour traffic, it varies anywhere. You know, it's posted speed limit 65 miles an hour, but speeds can get as low to 45, 30 miles an hour, and it can do it rather abruptly, especially in this area when traffic builds up quickly.
Right.
So basically, the collision happened with vehicles are following each other. Someone's following too close to each other, and when they start to do the abrupt braking, because they're following too closely, or what's known as tailgating, they take that space, that ability to stop their vehicle safely behind, and so that vehicle took evasive action, swerved into the 2-lane directly in front of a big rig, which then it collided with the car in the 1 lane, and then swerved in front of the big rig, which caused another collision, and then that collision just continued a chain reaction collision. I
was going to say it was a chain reaction collision, but you mentioned one of the vehicles was wedged in between 2 other vehicles, including the big rig?
Yes. So after the second collision, the first collision was with a Honda and a pickup truck. The second collision was with that Honda. It swerved into 2 in front of the big rig, and then the big rig, as big as the big rig is, parts of the big rig, the vehicle got entangled with the undercarriage of the trailer, which the big rig drug that car along the number 2 lane and into the 1, and then eventually the vehicle ended up onto its right side against the wall.
All right, let's talk about the injuries. How are the, obviously 5 vehicles, the people that were involved, how are they doing? Anybody, injured severely?
So the occupants in the vehicle wearing their seat belts. The child was of age to be in a car seat, wearing the proper car seat to restrain the child.
Was this the vehicle that was wedged in between 2, where the child was? Okay.
It was also the vehicle that was turned over onto its side along the center median wall just behind us. That child wasn't complaining of any major injuries.
Okay.
According to the fire personnel, the child was still smiling, giving them high fives as they were trying to pull him out of the vehicle.
Okay, but we do understand that child and his mother were taken to a local hospital. They were transported out?
Yes, they were transported out to a local facility for minor cuts and scrapes, and the child was taken due to how violent the collision was for precautionary to ensure that the child's safety is okay.
Okay, so, and just a few minutes ago, of course, we saw the big rig that was still here. It was just moved. Traffic is moving slow, but it is moving. All the lanes are now open.
Yes.
So that's good. Can you tell me, what about the other vehicles that were involved? Anybody else injured?
No, as far as I know, there were no other injuries. Everyone else had their seatbelts on, and it was just vehicle damage, property damage to the other parties involved.
Okay. So again, we do know what caused this, and it was just tailgating.
Yes.
That's
just one party following too closely. At freeway speeds, you want to try to put at least 4 to 5 vehicle lengths in front between your vehicle and another vehicle. A lot of people choose to follow at 1 to 2 vehicle lengths, which isn't sufficient stopping distance, even at slow speeds.
Okay, well, thank you so much, officer. Thank you. I'm glad everybody's okay. And as we can see now, traffic is moving. 2 of the lanes here on Business 80 going eastbound all the lanes are open going from here, but you can see there's still a lot of traffic happening right here because this is where all the lanes open up. So again, for those of you guys who are just now tuning in, we were on a different story. They sent us out not far from where we were, still here on Business 80. We are eastbound on Business 80, just south of Fulton. basically a 5-vehicle collision, including one vehicle with the mother and child in the back seat. They were wedged in between a big rig and the side median, the median here. So trying to figure out how they're doing. They were transported to a hospital, as you just heard from the CHP officer, but the mother and child are expected to be okay. I do understand the mother had some minor injuries, but the child apparently was fine. He was in his car seat, not complaining, not crying, apparently giving high fives, which means that he is doing fine. And again, as a precaution, they did transport him to a hospital, and you can see now the officers are taking off, and now all the lanes are completely open. So you're going to see a better flow of traffic going on on Business 80 eastbound. So again, 5-vehicle collisions. Everybody is okay. Mother and child in one of the vehicles that was involved, they were taken to a nearby hospital as a precaution. Again, mother, minor injuries is what she suffered. Baby is going to be okay. The other vehicles involved were fine. There was a big rig that was here even when we got here, but it was just moved. It was just towed out of here about 5 minutes ago. So we got the tow end of that. And again, everything is fine. Traffic is just moving slow. So if you can avoid this area from the other story we were on, which was just 2 RVs that caught on fire it was actually very near Business 80, which that also began slowing down traffic. And then on top of that, this crash here, which made it worse. So as you can imagine, on top of the fact that this is traffic hour, people are getting off of work. So you can imagine a lot of traffic on Business 80 eastbound. But again, all lanes are now open. Officers just opened up all the lanes, so the traffic is flowing. Let me turn this around and show you. So traffic is now flowing completely. All lanes are open. So for those folks who may be stuck, kind of like in the Arden Arcade area, over closer to that side, you're going to see a little bit of more movement, more traffic flowing. So that's good. But just wanted to give you guys, tell you guys what was going on. Again, I was moved from one story to the next, trying to figure out what was going on, what was causing all the traffic. So two big incidents happening in this area. First one, 2 RVs caught on fire in a lot. And the second one was the 5-vehicle collision, as we just heard. Luckily, 5 vehicles. Nobody was majorly injured. Mother and child were taken to the hospital. Mother with minor injuries. Baby is expected to be okay. And again, traffic is flowing, so that is good news for us here. So tune in. I think right now we just started with the 5 o'clock news, so they're going to have more details, more information. But I definitely just wanted to jump on here. And earlier, sorry, I was trying to figure out what was going on. So as far as like figuring out exactly where I was, I had to ask my photog, because obviously he's the one that drove. I was just trying to figure out what was going on and trying to rush, because I was getting 2 different stories. So trying to find out what was going on. But as you just saw, 2 different stories kind of broke out at the same time. So we're just trying to make sure we brought you all the information as quick as we could. So that's why earlier I was just trying to make sure I had the information for you and you could see something. So thank you guys. Robert is saying thank you for reporting. Thanks, Robert. Thank you for watching. Joe, hi there. Angel saying glad everybody is okay. Yeah, definitely. Glad the mother and again the mother and the baby are okay. The baby was in a car seat and the vehicle was wedged in between apparently the big rig and the median. So very, very scary situation there. But luckily the baby was in the car seat and they are okay. Sorry, I'm starting to lose my voice. So yeah, as far as any questions that you guys have, I can answer that for you. I am starting to lose my voice. Sorry about that. But again, 2 big stories in very close proximity. So just wanted to bring that out to you. And again, the newscast will have more information for you later today. So thank you for watching.